Both players haven't played in a little while, but there's the cheese balls.
Funnily enough, these are the only two players in all of Blaston who have that fabulous org banner.
Very true, Ali, and very true. And we're not going to say that the Fabulous Org did donate money to Resolution Games, because that didn't actually happen, but we do have the banners anyway. Right, cheese balls incoming. Captain Fabulous, 1 game out of 3 up. There goes those nasty icicles from the tundra. Oh, is Slowed asking for a timeout? Captain Fabulous saying that Slowed forfeits. Another thing by the Fab Org where they cheat, and cheats prosper in the Fab Org. Okay, are we actually counting this as the first game, or is this a leg? Oh, so now they're telling us it's a lag test. Well, you're in the same place. I think we don't need a lag test anymore, because now you're going to see each other's weapons. Typical Fab Org cheating, seeing each other's weapons before the game starts. Okay, we are going to reset. Both players are ready in the virtual arena.
Let's take a look at those loadouts. Slowed has a Nova Helix. That surprises me.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like Slowed at all. Slowed is very much a fast mover, even though his name says slow. But he does have the Majestic Nade, which is pretty much standard. He also has the Wildcat and the curvy cheese ball maker, which is otherwise known as the Raptor Ellipse. Allium, what about Captain Fabulous?
Captain Fabulous has the Nova Hurricane, which also surprises me, but I've met him in queue a few times recently where he's been using it very effectively. So I think this should be interesting, and they're off.
Okay, already a fast-moving game. There's the Helix Orbs of Evil. Captain Fabulous has taken some damage there. More icicles incoming. Captain Fabulous down to 60% HP. Slowed hasn't been touched just yet. He's dressed up as the evil penguin today. We're now having Curve Luma incoming. And for those that don't know Blaston, attachments are possible to be added onto the weapons, and this gives each weapon up to 3 added functionalities. In this case, the Luma, which is the bow and arrow, has the curve attachment. And it does what it says on the tin. The arrows move in curves. Allium, which way do you think this match is going to go?
Well, I would like to say it's too early to predict, but it does look like it's going Slowed's way, although he did just take a little bit of damage there. He seems to be very effective in trapping Captain Fabulous, forcing Fabulous to the back of his podium. Oh, yeah. I would have thought Fab has been playing more recently. Fab has the double Vipers out now, though. The thing is, he can't get up to the front of the podium with the double Vipers, and so it's not as effective. Fabulous has incredibly long arms and can reach very far if he's allowed to get up into the front. Slow is not going to let him get up front.
Yes, and for those that don't know Captain Fabulous in real life, his avatar is 7 feet tall, and Captain is nearly 7 feet tall in real life. And if he was to reach over the podium, he can really punch you in the face in real life. So Slow is having to do really hard work at keeping Captain at the back of his podium, because if he gets to the front, those Vipers will end up your hooter, and you're going to be taking 30 damage pretty damn quickly. And that's the thing about these guns. The smaller the pellets, the harder they hurt, the more damage that they do. And the Vipers shoot small red bullets. They do 30 damage, and you've only got 100 health, so 30 damage is a significant percentage. And Captain Fabulous is in the red. And as I say, in the red is nearly dead, and there he is.
Round 1.
Round 1, Slowed, the evil penguin. Round 2 commences. Cheese balls launched into the air. Cheese balls launched horizontally. He's killing those Helix Orbs. Slowed puts some more out. Captain dispatches them. Captain the first to take damage. Slowed biding his time before he comes through with a new combo. There's the Helix. Slowed taking some damage there. Captain doing a little dance at the back end of his podium.
I think Captain is warmed up now. He's definitely warmed up now. Watch how effectively Captain uses the Hurricane there with the double Vipers. He's forcing Slowed into the back of the podium, Sloyd can pick between getting hit by the Viper, which he just was, or getting hit by the Hurricanes falling down on his head. And round 2 of game 1 goes to Captain Fabulous.
Yes, okay, this is a best of 5. The final at 7 p.m. will be a best of 7. But here we're into game 3 of round 1. The Hurricanes have been launched and fondly known as cheese balls falling. Slowy ducks down to avoid that curvy Viper ellipse, but he takes 30 damage there. Slowy having to do some ducking and weaving. Captain Fabulous having to avoid the evil orbs of the Nova Helix. And now Captain's in his element. He loves getting to the front of his podium with a Viper or two. And look, there he is. Sloyd is eating those flying strawberries. It's rare to see someone with the Nova Hurricane, and essentially if they're purple and round, they are known as Novas. The big ones flock across the screen, and they're just the regular Novas. You've got the Hurricanes, which fall from the sky, and the Helixes, which do the Helix pattern. Halfway through now, Sloyd looking the worse for wear here. Captain Fabulous needs to avoid that beam cage because they burn. Sloyd in the red means nearly dead. 45 seconds to go. Captain Fabulous having to work his way around the beam cage. Good drop blocking there to get away from that. Oh, he's taken some Bernie damage. Will Sloyd be able to do it? He's launched those Nova Helixes. There we go with 30 seconds to spare. Game 1 goes to Captain Fabulous, 2-1. Will there be a loadout swap? And as you can see from the screen, the loadout swap is going ahead. New code incoming.
What do you think? What do you think we're going to see them bring now, Sonnet?
Well, it's Blaston, so everyone always wants to see the Super Majestic. Both Captain Fabulous and Sloyd don't really like the Lances, but it wouldn't surprise me if one of them bought one of those just to cheese the other one off. And I can't see the Viper Ellipses going anywhere. I think potentially Super Majestic will come out of this round, if not the next.
Shout out to Yelkel if the Super Majestic comes out. Yelkel, you're out there? We say hello. We miss you. Captain is... All right, game 2 of this best of 5. That was loud. I think it's too loud. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right, what have they changed in their loadouts?
We have a frostbite from Sloyd. That's the snowball. We still have the curvy cheese ball shooter, which is known as the Raptor Ellipse. We have the bog standard Wildcat, which shoots bits of popcorn. The Majestic Nade stays. He has now brought in a Hammer Nade, a 5-second cooldown weapon that essentially shoots loads of pellets from the air wherever you've thrown it. And of course, he's kept the shield because he likes to defend himself in this game, even though shields are for losers. What about Captain Fabulous?
I don't think Captain Fabulous changed his loadout, did he? No, he didn't.
Captain Fabulous, otherwise the owner and overlord of the Faborg illegal contingent, I'm obliged to say that as a Luma user, and especially the curved Luma user, he is actually one of the best Blaston players at the curved Luma. But sadly for Captain Fabulous, he is around 20 HP down, and Slowid is yet untouched. Captain shooting those cheese balls a bit too low, even for Slowid. Captain now having to be aware of the fast hammerade that has just exploded behind him. Oh, he's taking some out of bounds damage because Captain likes to be aggressive and go to the front. He's fired those curvy Lumas, and now he's got the flying raspberry shooters, otherwise known as the Viper and the Viper Ellipse. One shoots straight, the other one shoots curved. Excellent dodging there. Absolutely excellent dodging.
Did you see him shoot that nade out of the sky with his Nova Hurricane?
Sadly, I did see that because there's no jealousy in my voice at all because I can't shoot nades from the sky with any weapon. And Captain Fabulous has taken a frostbite to the chest, and he's in the red, and in the red, as I said, means nearly dead. 20 seconds to go. Captain Fabulous taking more damage. Slowid looking pretty in pink up there. There goes those curvy cheese balls. Coming up to 10 seconds left. The Nova Hurricanes were supposed to take out the regular Hurricanes there. And for someone who's 7 feet tall, having to duck down like that, that is quite impressive, but it's not going to do anything. Captain Fabulous loses this one. Slowid wins. Game 2, round 1 goes to the Penguin. Game 2, round 2. Let the carnage commence. Hammerade just been launched. Captain Fabulous launching those Nova Hurricanes, along with the regular Hurricanes, otherwise known as cheese balls. We always seem to name weapons in this game. Everything's cheesy or strawberry-ish. Oh, Slowid has taken some significant damage there, and he's in the red. You know what that means. 1 minute 25 left. Oh, Captain Fabulous taking a frostbite to the chest. Hurricanes launched. Nova Hurricanes launched horizontally. Can Slowid do his super dodging and wear Captain down with 1 minute to go? Both players in the red. Ali, and what's going to happen?
I don't know. Before I said it was going to go to Fab, but now it looks like Slowid is coming back. He just needs to dodge. But one Viper hit's going to take him out. Now we have Captain coming to the front with his Vipers. But not much else. All right, here come the Hurricanes. And round 2 of game 2 goes to Captain Fabulous. These really evenly matched players, don't you think, Sonic?
Yes, sadly, these are two very good players. Much better than me as a mediocre lord. These are true overlords. However, it is a bit like little and large. One, as I said, is 7 foot tall. The other one is 4 foot 2. But in the game, getting low to the ground is really, really necessary. Captain Fabulous there just taking a bit of damage from that frostbite. Slowid needs to be careful not moving back because he will back into those falling Hurricanes. And if you can hear me, I've saved his life there. There goes that Bernie beam cage taking up the front of Captain Fabulous's podium. He doesn't want to step in that because he will burn up and do some significant damage to himself. Incoming curvy Lumas for Slowid, but he dodges them all. More cheese balls launched up into the air, but Slowid hits Captain Fabulous with some cheeky wild pack pellets there. I'd say the frostbite's working pretty well for Slowid this time. He's hit a few of them on Captain Fabulous. Captain trying a bit of juggling there. One more incoming cheese ball for Slowid, but then no problem for him as he primes the nade and sets up the Bernie beam cage on Captain Fabulous' podium again. Captain doing some great dodging there in real life. I'll say the avatar isn't doing justice to what he's doing here. Nova Hurricanes narrowly avoiding Slowid, but he does take a Viper hit at 20 damage there. Vipers will do 20 damage, but the curvy versions will do 30. And there goes the curvy Lumers, both players in the red.
I'm in the red.
Aliam, who's going to take this?
I have no idea. Yep, Captain Fabulous. So, game 2.
There we go, game 2. Captain Fab from the Fab Org. One thing about Blaston, it isn't billed as a workout application, but it's one of the few VR games out there where players will work their heart really hard, and it wouldn't surprise me if their heart rates are 130, 140, 150 right now. It really is a cardio boost. It doesn't look like it's going to be a loadout swap, so I think we're going to go straight into the next round. So, game 3 incoming.
So the first 2 games went to Captain Fabulous, am I remembering correctly? So this could be match game at this best of 5. We'll see. Let's see if Slow makes a comeback here.
I'll say if Captain does pull this off, he'll be very happy with himself, because by his own admission, he's only played a handful of games in the entirety of 2024.
On the other hand, I don't think Slow has played at all in 2024.
Very, very true, apart from that he did play in the Omnium League, but again, that was quite a while ago. And say, as Blaston is a very balanced game, there hasn't been that many updates to it, so the weapons aren't acting very differently from the way they were at the beginning of this year. And it isn't one of those games where you just shoot and dodge. There's much more layers to it than that, as these players are proving on screen right now. As it stands, Captain Fabulous has taken a small bit of damage. Slowid is untouched, but commentator's curse, there it goes. Slowid moved to the front of the podium, Captain to the back, but as Captain launches those hurricanes, Slowid will have to be mindful of them. And so far he has managed to dodge that and the Viper Ellipse. Nova Hurricane incoming and falling. Regular Hurricanes incoming and falling. Bernie Beam Cage approaching Captain Fabulous's platform. Shrapnel damage there by the Hammerade. Double Vipers front of the podium. That's where Captain Fabulous is most comfortable. With his extra height and reach, he can really score some damage there. Slight popcorn damage from that Hammerade. And that's what Slowid can do. He can just take shrapnel against you each and every time. Wear you down over the course, but there's only 10 seconds remaining, and it looks like it can go Slowid's way unless Captain Fabulous scores 2 or 3 Luma hits. Curvy Luma incoming. And none of them hits, and we hit the 0 counter. Slowid 1-0 up. Round 2.
Slow defending his position here. Trying to take it back. Let's bring it to 5 games, Slow. Come on.
Yes, indeed. Work hard, work hard. Make this a sweat fest. Once again, perfect placement of that Bernie Beam Cage onto Captain Fabulous's platform, who ducks into it and scores a bit of damage. Captain Fabulous looks like he's juggling those 2 Vipers, and when he wildly swings his arms, they usually do hit, but Slowid did have the shield there. Curvy Luma's incoming, but Captain Fabulous is the one that takes damage. Once again, you have to admire Slowid's placement. That beam cage has landed in the middle of the platform each and every time. Captain Fabulous there just walked into it, took some damage in the red, and died. Game 3 goes to Slowid. I think that is now 2 games to 1.
Slow is determined to stay in this, I think. We're going to bring this to 5 games.
Indeed, and there is now a loadout swap, so a new room code will be incoming shortly.
And now we see the Super Majestic, I'm sure.
Yeah, so sure that I think both players are going to bring the Super Majestic.
Slow is waving his fingers at us saying no. Oh.
So while we wait for a new code, the one thing about Blaston, as I said at the beginning, is that all of the weapons have a set amount of damage that they do to the other player, but there's also the concept of attachments, and attachments can do things to weapons like make them shoot faster, or they can make you have fewer bullets but score more damage. So it's all about a balancing act. And Blaston, with its 50 odd weapons and shields, plus all of the 3 levels of attachments, there's a combination of around 300,000 different possible ways that you can use the weapons, nades and shields in this game. It is that balanced, it is that fun, and it is that hard in cardio. And now we've got the code coming in. Okay, if Captain Fabulous takes these games, he is through. But if Slowid takes it, this could be the part away through of the reverse sweep. We will find out. But one thing is sure, the finals will be at 7 p.m.
Slowid is the king of the reverse sweep, isn't that right? I forgot about that. He's actually known for doing the reverse sweep.
I think you're right there, Aliam. I think there's been a few times in some tournaments where he's come from behind and cleaned up afterwards. And for those of you that remember the Omnium LAN last summer in Italy, Slowid turned up late, won all his games, beat another Italian in the name of Arbo, and took home a in real life representation of the Blaston tournament trophy, which he promptly broke on the way home. But anyway, we are now in game 4. Both players are ready to start. We're trying to see what has changed loadout-wise. And I don't think anything's changed. They just took a little break. Okay, let's blast on people.
Slowid is also known for his mind games, where he goes and pretends to change the loadout, and he doesn't. Oh! All right, no mind games right now. Oh, I didn't see what happened there. All I know is that round 1 of game 4 is going to Captain Fabulous. This could be round match point for Captain Fabulous. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Slowid can continue his reverse sweep. Come on, Slowid. Bring us to 5 games.
Yes, and this is a bit of a difficult one because we have the leader and overlord of the Fab Org, otherwise known as Captain Fabulous, and his prime disciple of Slowid, who's also a senior member of the Fab Org. So what will happen here? Who's the Fab Org rooting for? But anyway, Captain Fabulous has taken some damage. Slowid is already down to 75% health. Captain Fabulous wins this, and he is through to play Monty.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, very much good luck with that. Oh, Captain Fabulous has taken some damage, almost equaling it up there. Slowid having to dance around those slow-falling hurricanes. Captain Fabulous launching 1, then 2 of the Nova Hurricanes, but being distracted, and he scores a frostbite to the chest, taking 15 damage. Slowid having to move out the way of those, but as he moves out the way of the Hurricanes, he takes a Viper hit. Captain Fabulous, as I said, evil with the Vipers at the front, kills Slowid and takes it as a win for the Fab Org. Well done, Captain. Well played, Slowid.
GG's to the Fab Org. I think the Fab Org won here. There were no individual winners here. It was the Fab Org. Well done.
And that was just confirmation from Captain Fabulous that he did initiate a loadout swap, changed nothing, and just was playing mind games with Slowid. That is the nature of the Fab Org. They will take credit for anything. Well, we're in for a treat next because we've got the winner of the lower bracket group, Red General Sandello, who's come all of the way from France last night. A hell of a journey. Wiped the floor with me. Aliam made him work really, really hard. Heart rates went up to 174 beats per minute. Proper cardio workout. And now Red General Sandello will be playing one of the absolute kings of Blaston in the name of Monty. Monty is one of Blaston's prodigies, and there is not much that can be done in the game that Monty cannot do. If you want to see juggling, if you want to see drop blocking, Monty will bring it all. I would say who's going to win, but let's keep it fair. So originally we were going to have Sandello, otherwise known as Red General, before the Slowid and Captain Fabulous game. But because of his match with me and then afterwards with Aliam, he was a tad worn out. So we had to let him have a break. He had to have some water, get his breath back. And now, very, very shortly, we're going to have a code and we're going to have the King, Monty, against Red General. Back in a few minutes. 610 17 154. Okay, we have Monty Ban in the arena. We have Sandello, otherwise known as Red General, in the arena. Both players are just getting themselves sorted out. This will be another best of 5, so first to 3. Allium, what are your thoughts on how this is going to go, considering you were last to play Red General, otherwise known as Sandello?
I'm interested to see if Sandello can get any damage onto Monteban.
I think that's anyone's aim, is to try and get just one little bit of damage on Monteban, even if it is just throwing something for 1 damage. But here we go, 3, 2, 1, Blaston, let the carnage commence. Or are they doing a lag test? It looks like a lag test. That's a premature let the carnage commence there. All good. Right. Once again, best of 5. Here we go. Monty's brought the Aegis Shield, the Raptor with the extra ammo. He's got the Lance with no attachments on it. He's got the Kirby Cheeseball Shooter, otherwise known as the Raptor Ellipse, Viper Ellipse, and the Lance Nade. And there he is. Sandello's first to take damage, kind of as expected, sadly. Monty hugging the back end of that platform, carefully keeping out of the way of those cheese balls, calmly getting rid of the ones coming horizontally, and there's a bit of juggling, and he takes 30 damage to Sandello there from above with a whip of that Viper Ellipse. Allium, what can Sandello do to score a hit on Monty?
Probably nothing.
Wise words indeed. Say it like it is. Monty bringing out the Aegis Shield there and dealing effectively with that, but Sandello has scored the obligatory 1 damage there on Monty. Monty bringing in double lasers in the way of a nade and the regular lance. But Sandello is now down to about 35% health, just outside of the area that's otherwise known as the red. Monty bringing in the cross lasers. There's the third from above, whipping in those Kirby cheese balls from the side, and Sandello taking a little bit more damage. Sandello not able to bring along his evil combo, which usually ends with the fast, did I say fast, Icicle Shooter of the Tundra. Monty has taken 10 damage from a cheese ball, but Sandello is the first to go in the red, and as you know, in the red means nearly dead. 35 seconds to go, triple lasers, and there he is, Sandello. First round goes to Monty.
Monty has some really nice, really wide arch Viper shots. It's really impressive. I don't know how he does it. Watch how he swings that Viper.
And this is the thing, is that watching Monty in real life, you can just see how calm he is with the way that he takes his shots. There is no rushing around. He's calm, he's collected, wide angles there, and they are fully connecting with Sandello. Most of them are connecting. And there he is, he's baiting something. Viper Ellipse thrown behind, but Sandello 1 minute 30 in, 30 seconds even, in the red already. Having to get out of the way of the laser, but then dancing straight into a Viper Ellipse. Game 1, round 2 goes to Monty, and it looks like we're going straight in with no loadout swaps. 3, 2, 1, let's blast on, people. Cheese balls one way, cheese balls the other. Monty has taken some damage. I would settle for that any day. That's a win for me. But Sandello's got to get out of that laser. He keeps dancing into it, and there he's down to 40% health already. Monty, fully aware that there's cheese balls coming in from up above, and whips down a Viper Ellipse onto Sandello's head. Always funny, but always painful. 30 damage in the red for Sandello, just 30 seconds into this match. Ali, and what can Sandello do?
Just try and get the best out of it. It's a good workout for Sandello. It's funny, I watch this and I think, well, why couldn't I do that against Sandello? Why did Sandello wipe the floor with me? You know, and Monty beats him so easily. But that's just because Monty's that good. Sandello is also very good. But Monty is just, he's on a whole different level than us mediocre lords.
Sadly, I do have to agree with you there, and it's just obvious on the screen at the moment. Lasers play strategically. Sandello down to 50% health already. It's punishing. Monty is evil. Monty is pure evil in the way that he punishes people on the Blaston podiums, but it's also fantastic to watch both on the screen and in real life. This is the first time I've seen him play in real life, and calm, collected, and just damn brilliant. And look at this, he's doing some juggling. Sandelo's having to do some shield defense there, nearly got hit by a Viper Ellipse, and he's already having to duck out the way of the move gun, otherwise known as the regular lance. Sandelo's down to about 30% health, which is just on the edge of the red, but Monty has yet to take any damage whatsoever. What a skill that is, what a skill.
1 minute.
Oh, Monty didn't manage to whack down that Viper Ellipse onto Sandelo's head there. But we've got cheese ball exchanges going on, ducking down on one side from Sandelo. There's some damage onto Monty just by a throw. And back to the cheese ball combos coming in. There's the laser. There's the other laser in the red.
Nearly dead. Let's see, how long can he hold it up? I mean, he's made it. He's only 20 seconds. Ooh, he's got a lot of damage on the Monty now. Well done with that. He's going to lose still, but nice getting so much damage. Wow, Monty takes a Viper E-shot. Can Sandelo take? No, he can't. Game 2 of this best of 5 is going to Monty Bandit. Sandelo is putting on a good show.
Yeah, this is a pretty impressive play from Sandelo there. It's very rare that players outside of Tesseract, who's potentially retired, do one, or JJJ Josie from the States gets a hit on Monty, and usually if you get a hit on Monty, take that as a win. You've done more than what most people will ever do, even if it's just toss damage. But here we go. Monty yet to take any damage, just 15 seconds into the game, and his strategy of putting down the 2 lance beams and then throwing the 3rd ultra-fast lance nade up into the air, because that burns much quickly than the 2 regular horizontal ones do. But here, just standing calmly at the side. He's taken 10 damage there from a cheese ball, which is kind of rare for Monty. And back in with the laser combo, juggling the nade up into the air. That'll come down. Sandelo is learning. He moved out the way, but danced straight into that Viper Ellipse once again. In the red, nearly dead. We've said that too many times now. Come on, Sandelo. Monty's juggling is also working as drop blocking. That Viper Ellipse onto the head did not hit.
It is a good thing that Sandelo has that Aegis shield and uses it very well. He managed to block that Viper coming down on him. Respect for that.
Respect and a little bit of hatred, because I despise anyone that has a shield in this game. I think the body is the shield in this, and you just got to take the damage.
And that's why you lost to Sandelos on it.
Exactly, I was showing it how it's really done. Oh, Monty taking some damage there, but Sandelo is the one that gets down to 1 HP and then 0. So now, this could be game, set, and match for Monty. 3, 2, 1, let that carnage commence. Lasers. 3rd laser. Quick damage there on Sandelo, but it's only the 1. There's the falling Viper Ellipse shot. Didn't connect. Cheese balls and the Tundra coming in from Sandelo, but none of them connecting with Monty. Monty this time doing the lance nade horizontally and taking some damage from Sandelo. Monty taking out some of those slow-moving hurricanes falling down, biding his time before putting the laser trap down once again. Laser 1, laser 2, laser nade in the air, hitting from behind. Sandelo will need to move out of its way because there's a Viper coming.
I see Captain Fabulous eyeing all of these lasers and the expression on his face, the horrified expression.
Yes, word on the street is that Captain Fabulous has actually gone outside to vomit just at the sight of all of these lasers on the screen at the moment. Faborg does not like lasers, even if they do come from a Faborg member. Once again, juggling from Monty, a skill in itself. 30 damage from that flying strawberry, otherwise known as the Viper Ellipse bullet, to Sandelo, and Sandelo is skirting that red. Sandelo will have to really take it out of the bag now. Monty using that Aegis Seal to its full potential, and finishes everything off with a cheeky Viper Ellipse shot. There they go for the GGs, the fist bumps. Well done, Mr. Monty, sir. Fair play, Sandelo. You were valiant in your attempt. We will now take a short break.
Yeah, just shout out to Sandelo. Well done. I think he's probably worked the hardest of all of us today.
Excellent. We have an avatar called Canix in the arena, and that one looks like a black knight, and that is Monty. Captain Fabulous is playing in blue and is a cat with a mohawk. 3, 2, 1, let's blast on, people. Captain Fabulous begging for forgiveness early on. Which way will it go? It's going to go Monty's way. But which way will it go? It's definitely going to go Monty's way. Here we go. Allium.
What do we think about these loadouts? We have Captain Fab, we're using the Nova Hurricane, the Curved Luma, Straight Viper. What is that Viper Lips? Yeah, the double, okay. Hurricane and the Raptor.
Excellent. So while these players aren't moving that much at the moment, this is what's commonly known as a lag test to make sure there is nothing untoward going on. We know we're all good. We're now going to let the carnage commence. Players ready. Thank you for the thumbs up, Captain Fabulous. 3, 2, 1, let's blast on, people. Let the carnage commence. Curve Luma incoming, beam cage for Captain Fabulous, and he misses getting hit by that evil Viper Ellipse from Monty. Monty, surprisingly, the first person to take damage. That's not like him. Captain Fabulous takes 10 damage from the cheese ball. Monty sidesteps away from that falling Nova Hurricane. Calmly standing on the back of his platform, Captain Fabulous launches the big round orange cheese balls, otherwise known as hurricanes. They will do around 10 damage each should they hit, but Monty throws his Aegis shield up in the air. This is surprising. Captain Fabulous has scored a massive hit on Monty. Allium, are you surprised where we are already? 1 minute in and Captain Fabulous is technically winning.
Technically winning, yeah. We'll see how this goes. I think that Monty is just warming up. See Monty calmly standing. Oh, I don't know. Speak again. He got hit by the Viper there. Took 30 damage. Captain does have a good lead right now. But again, I think that Monty is just getting started.
Yes, this is one where I don't think age will have the superiority. But Monty standing calmly at the back, getting rid of those falling hurricanes. 1 damage score there by Captain Fabulous, but Monty's going to get set up his curvy cheese balls now, ready for the follow-up combo. Allium, do you think Captain Fabulous can score a round?
I definitely he has a potential to do so. Yes, he's going to give Monty a run for his money. I want the audience to notice how beautifully Captain uses the Nova Hurricane. No, the Nova Hurricane to shoot Monty's nades out of the sky. It's very impressive. Only Captain Fabulous can use the Nova Hurricane to deny an attack.
Final few seconds of this round. And Monty just about takes it. This is a best of 7. Round 1 of game 1 goes to Monty Ban. 3, 2, 1, blast on. Captain Fabulous launches those obligatory cheese balls up into the air. Should they hit, they'll do 10 damage. He's followed them up with these evil pink orbs, otherwise known as Nova Hurricanes, which will do 20 damage. And Captain Fabulous likes using those long barrel guns, which do 20 and 30 damage respectively.
What Monty needs to do is he needs to prevent Captain Fabulous from getting to the front of the podium with those double Viper shotguns that Captain Fabulous is so well known for using. As long as Monty can keep Fab from getting into the front, then Monty Ban is going to have the advantage here.
Captain Fabulous doing much better there for his height, having to duck down virtually to the floor to avoid that beam cage that came in. And the beam cage is one of those evil weapons in this game that has no counter. You can only move away from it and out dodge it. No shield will help you there. And there it is glowing on the ground. If you even notice its existence, you will burn and take damage. Monty bringing in that Viper Ellipse, which is a curved bullet, does 30 damage. Monty's eaten a Viper, the bullet there, for 20 damage. This is so unlike him. First time I've said it today, Monty's in the red, and in the red means nearly dead. Allium, what is going on?
I can definitely see in real life that Monty's having to move a little bit more than he's done earlier today. And Captain Fabulous is scoring some good Viper shots on the Monty Ban. Just needs to get one more shot on the Monty Ban, and Captain Fabulous may be the first person to take a round off of Monty Ban today. Oh, there's a little bit of lag there. Here we go. Captain can do this. Captain can do this. He can take this round. Actually, he just needs to dodge now for 10 seconds, 8 seconds. Needs to dodge a little more. 4, 3, and round 2 of game 1 goes to Captain Fabulous. I have never seen this before. This is amazing.
This is really on anything, really. It's very rare to see anyone take a round off Mr. Monty there. And well played, Captain Fabulous, for doing it. But now Monty's coming into his own, and Captain Fabulous is eating popcorn pellets. But he counters back with Monty taking some damage there. There must be some loadout swaps after this one. Monty will have to keep out the way of those curved loomers. But watch out for those falling hurricanes, otherwise known as cheese balls. Captain Fabulous doing very, very well. But if you notice the movement, Captain is moving much more in real life than Monty is. He's calm at the back of his podium.
And he just came to the front again with the double Vipers, and again he managed to score a hit. So Monty needs to keep Captain in the back. Don't let him come up front. Unless you want the leader of the Fab Org to win. Oh.
There was an underhand 30 damage Viper Ellipse there that hurt Captain Fabulous. Took a bit of a brush from that burning beam cage. Monty bringing in the curved cheese balls, otherwise known as the Raptor Ellipse. Raptor Ellipse is a 4-second cooldown weapon. And that basically means once you've used it, it takes 4 seconds to come back to life and you can use it again. Each of the weapons in Blaston has different cooldowns, and as I say that, Captain Fabulous eats some pellets and dies in the game. Monty, 2-1, game 1. Well done, Mr. Monty. There's not going to be a loadout swap, so 3-2-1.
Well done, Captain Fabulous, for taking that one round. I'm not sure we can see that again, but Captain, if you can take one round, you can take a game.
One of the things that's not working so well for Monty here is his overhand, almost casting like a fishing rod, Viper Ellipse shots. They're the small red bullets that come down in a great big overhead curve. But Captain Fabulous is ducking down and usually throwing a shield up to get rid of those. But Monty's in the red and he's nearly dead. What is going on? What kind of alcohol has Captain Fabulous been drinking? It's magical. Monty's setting up a combo. But Captain Fabulous getting rid of that nade. Monty's in trouble here. Having to dodge those cheese balls. There comes the curved loomer, and one of them eats Monty. This is astounding. Captain Fabulous once again takes a round off Monty. That's a win in itself. Allium, I'm surprised. I really am.
Now Captain Fabulous just needs to get 2 of those rounds in the same game in order to take a game off of Monty. If he takes a game off of Monty, that will be historical.
Exactly. Captain can wear him down. But Captain has taken some out-of-bounds damage, and that is what's known as when you move outside of the edges of your podium, the game takes significant damage from you because you can't leave your podium. Monty, once again, calmly waiting to set up his combo, getting his shield out. There goes the 2 hammer shots, there goes the nade, and he whips in that curved Viper, having to duck Captain Fabulous his own one. Monty once again at the back of his platform, letting those Nova Hurricanes get out the way. I wish we could have some Apple Watches or whatever on the Captain and Monty's wrists, because the amount of cardio going on in this game is incredible. Earlier on we saw heart rates of over 175 beats per minute. Captain Fabulous in the red, and as you know, everyone, in the red means nearly dead. 45 seconds to go. There's that beam cage, 10 damage from 2 cheese balls. Well played, Monty, well played. 1 game apiece on, 1 round apiece. Game 2. Let the carnage commence, people. Allium.
Like I said, Captain, if you can take 2 rounds separately, you should be able to take 2 rounds in the same game. But I don't think it's going to be this one. Captain under a lot of pressure there. Monty calmly waiting, drop blocking those Vipery shots, waiting for the Nova Hurricane to go away. Comes another Nova Hurricane, calmly dodging those curved Lumas. Nothing's going to hit him right now. Standing in the back. Now he's going in for the attack. Just Raptor E and Viper E at the same time. It's a lot of curve the Captain has to dodge, but he does it very well. Nice dodging by Captain there. Monty under a lot of pressure, but he's found his back corner. Walking around it. Oh, but takes a 30 damage Viper E shot to the chest. This could still go either way. It's a good game, but now we have Captain Fabulous in the red. Just needs to take one more shot, and this game will go to Monty Band, but he can still bring this back. With some well-placed curved Luma. That's not going to go. Here he comes with his Viper E. And a lot of dodging, but game 2 is going to go to Monty Band, but well played. Well played, taking another round, Captain Fabulous. If you can take one round in this game, one round next game, just put them 2 together to win a game.
Indeed, simple maths there, Aliam, and Captain Fabulous just has to work a little bit more of his magic. As a member of the Fab Org myself, I am obliged to say that Captain Fabulous is one of the best people in the world at using the curved Luma. That is the bow and arrow that is a two-handed weapon, but actually, depending on the way you angle your arms, you can actually make the arrows curve. Both players level pegging at the moment. Hurricanes in the air. Monty using his shield to get rid of that dirty flying strawberry, otherwise known as the Viper Bullet, that will do 20 damage. Captain takes some slight damage there. 1 minute 20 to go. Monty eats a Viper Ellipse, 30 damage. This is uncharted territory. Monty down to 50%. Could this be a win for the Fab Org Overlord? Monty eating another Viper Bullet. This is not normal. This is not normal. What is Captain doing? Monty's in the red. This is... Captain Fabulous has taken another round off Mr. Monty. What are we looking at here? This could be one of the greatest upsets in Blaston in many, many years. Aliam, what is going on?
All right, Captain, you took another round, but you need to take the rounds in the same game in order to win. So you need to take this round to take your game and do a reverse sweep for us. We all want to see this go to 7 games.
Sadly, I think the only person that doesn't want this to go to 7 games is Captain Fabulous, because when he started, he only had 35% battery in his headset. So he wants this over really, really quickly. But the way it's planning out is that I think this may be actually a win by default or through forfeit, but let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Once again, the obligatory beam cage on the podium, taking up space. And there we have the Hurricanes. Normal, more beam cage on the podium. Captain Fabulous just looking at it there and it burns you. Monty mindful of those Hurricanes and out the way of those, getting out the way of the Viper Ellipse. A bit of juggling going on, a bit of styling there. There's the hammer setting up the combo coming in, but misses with the follow-up Viper Ellipse. But over halfway through this round, and Monty's yet to take damage. Cheese balls incoming. Nova Hurricanes just missed Monty. Captain Fabulous setting them up once again. Now in comes the curvy Luma. I think Monty's learned how to get out of the way of those. Aliam, will Monty take any damage?
25 seconds left, and still Monty hasn't taken any damage. Captain, you might just want to get some toss damage on the Monty or something here. Oh, you did get 1 damage. Well done, Captain. You can still take this, Captain. 10 seconds left. 2 Viper E shots on the Monty. To be head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and oh, Monty gets him out before the time runs out. Well done. And round 2 of game 3 goes to Monty Band. Let's see, Captain, you can still take this round, take this game. You have a chance.
So we've got 2 hammer shots versus the falling Hurricanes, and Captain Fabulous has already taken 50% health damage. That's significant. Both players actually starting to get a little bit more animated now. For those watching here in real life, you can see the amount of movement and effort that Captain Fabulous is having to make just to stay into this. As you can see, Captain Fabulous is ready to come in with his dual Vipers. Spawned on your right hand side. There we go. Monty having to duck out the way of those and places a beam cage on Captain Fabulous's platform. They burn, baby, they burn. Oh, 10 damage there for Captain Fabulous. Monty takes some chip damage, but Captain Fabulous is skirting outside of that red.
I still think Captain Fabulous can take this game. He took a round. He took another round in another game. He can take 2 rounds in the same game. I believe in you, Captain Fabulous. You're the leader of my organization. Take this round. Take this round. Let's bring us to at least 5 games.
Yes, indeed. This could be a sweat fest because it's a best of 7. And if there's 7 games, 3 rounds on each one, that's 21 potential games that we've got here. But at the moment, Monty's winning 2 games to 0, despite Captain Fabulous taking many a round off Monty. Just over the 30-second mark left to go now. Monty's going to swing that Viper Ellipse in, but he takes some damage himself. This could go Captain Fabulous's way. We must believe. We must believe. As we come up to the 10-second mark, Captain Fabulous must be thinking he can win this. Monty's in the red. Both players. Captain has done it. He has taken not just a round, but 2 rounds and 1 whole game from Monty. This is uncharted territory. This is amazing. Well played, well played. Could this be not only a loadout swap, but also a headset swap? Captain, choose wisely. As I said at the beginning, Captain Fabulous started this with just 35%. He's now got battery range anxiety going on. If the headset dies, he loses by default. No, the Fab Org does not make the rules. We are awaiting a new code. So we are 2 games to 1 on this best of 7. Who's going to give the code?
All right, so Captain Fabulous has tasted glory here. He's gotten a taste for what it feels like to win a game over Moneyban. Is he going to go for more? Let's find out. Again, this is a best of 7, and right now we have Moneyban has won 2 games. Captain has won 1. This could go either way. We have had a loadout swap. Moneyban has brought the Curved Luma to counter Captain Fabulous's Curved Luma. Let's see how well he uses it. Ooh, and the Lancenade with the triple beams. That's interesting. We know that Captain Fabulous is a big fan of the Lancenade.
Yes, Captain is one of those people in the game that absolutely loves lasers. He loves going up against lasers. He doesn't call them cheap at all. Anyway, first to take damage when we come back is Monty. We have Curved Luma against Curved Luma. As you know, that's the bow and arrow. There's a slow-moving sideways one. But we have the Hammer Ellipse from Monty, who can actually combo the multiple shots of those and just have popcorn pellets everywhere. Captain Fabulous having to get out of that dual-wielding lance nade. Monty's in the red, though. Monty's in the red. Critical health. Captain Fabulous catches his nade, and by catching it, he returns it to Monty. There's the triple lance nade. Both players in the red. This could go any way. Captain clutching now just to try and get some of those Nova Hurricanes. Will one of them get to Monty? He's now horizontally launching the regular Hurricanes to set up a hazard on Monty's platform. But it's Captain that takes the damage, and at the moment, at the halfway mark, this could be going Monty's way. What is going on? No! Well done, Captain. 1-0 up. Game 4, round 1 to Captain.
Captain got him with was that a Luma toss? I think it was weapon toss damage. Got him down. He tossed the Luma at him. All right, round 2 of game 4. Let's see, we're going to see a Captain Fabulous take this. Or is Monty going to get angry? I don't want to see Monty get angry. Actually, I do want to see Monty get angry. Here we go. Bullet hell incoming onto Captain Fabulous. Look at all that loose pellets, popcorn. Nevertheless, Monty Man takes 20 damage from the Viper. Captain Fabulous is deadly with those double Vipers. You don't want to be anywhere near him when he's in the front of the podium with the double Vipers. I wonder, we're probably going to see a loadout switch after this game too. I'm not sure the curved Luma is the best way to get damage onto Captain Fabulous. I think we need triple lasers.
Triple lasers? Don't swear at me, Allium, don't swear. Triple lasers indeed. Anyway, at this point in time, we're halfway through the round and Monty has got significant damage just on the outside of the critical health area. Once again, he's taken a shot. He's going to go in to try and clamp those 3 shots of the Hammer Ellipse to set up bullet hell on Captain's platform. But it's Captain. He brings it back. He brings it back. This is now 2 games each. They are now talking to each other in real life. What's happened there? Do those games still count? Or? Your headset can't cancel it. It's 2 each at the moment. So here we go. After 4 games and 3 rounds each game, we've got 2 apiece. This could come down to the wire. What the captain was saying is that both of their headsets experience a little bit of lag, which made dodging some of the bullets a little bit difficult. So we join the digital avatars in the arena for game 5 of 7. Monty is now playing on the left in blue, Captain Fabulous in the pink or purple on the right hand side, matching his Fab Org colours. They're carrying out just a basic lag test, which is basically firing things and moving weapons about as quickly as they can to see how the other player perceives them. They will then talk to each other in the game to work out whether everything is as expected or not. So far things look to be okay. So we're about to start this 5th game for real. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's blast on, people.
What do you think's going to happen, Sonnet?
If you'd asked me earlier, I would have said, well, this is easily going to be a Monty win, but I can't predict it now. I don't want to predict it now. All I know is I want it to go to the full 7 rounds, 7 games. What we're seeing here today is actually quite special, because if you've got Monty involved, it's usually a very one-sided thing because he's such a fantastic player. But not only is he a fantastic player, he's one of the most sporting in the game and one of the nicest people in the game. So obviously you want Monty to win because Captain Fabulous is just evil. But
And corrupt.
yes, and corrupt. But ultimately, both players, from what we've seen so far, really deserve whatever prize is at the end of this. And that is a fantastic Viper hit on Monty, because Monty is usually excellent at drop blocking those. Allium, where do you think this is going to go? I've said my piece.
I agree with what you said. Monty is the friendliest player I've ever played against, ever spoken with. So obviously we're rooting for Monty Ban, least salty person I've ever met. Captain Fabulous is the leader of our organization, though, so we're kind of required to also root for him. But he is corrupt. I think this is going to go to Monty Ban.
Captain Fabulous looking to do a bit of styling there with some Viper shots while looking away. None of them connect, though, as we get to the last quarter of the game, so just under 30 seconds to go. Both players in the red, both players nearly dead, but it's Captain Fabulous that's got about 5 points left. Any weapon hit now would mean digital death for Captain. And there we have it. Game 5, round 1, Monty Ban. Let the carnage commence again. Inbound curvy loomers. There's a backhanded behind the back shot with the Viper Ellipse. That would have looked fantastic if it had connected. We'd all have whooped with joy, wouldn't we, Allium?
We would. What we don't want to see, we don't want Monty to let Captain Fabulous get to the front of the podium with his long arms and his Vipers. Monty wants Captain to stay in the back and get killed by lasers. That's what we want to see. Lasers and bullet hell swarming over Captain Fabulous, as is happening right now. We don't want Captain in the front. His arms are too long.
And there we have the obligatory bit of throw damage onto Monty Ban, because the weapons in this game not only shoot things, you can use them to be thrown at other projectiles to block them, but more importantly, you can chuck a weapon at your opponent and score a tiny bit of 1 damage. And all of that tiny shrapnel damage really does add up in the end. Here we can see Monty's taken 1 or 2 bits of damage. Captain Fabulous is in the red. Logic would say this is going to go Monty's way, but this is Blaston. Anything can happen. There's 3 falling hurricanes. Monty's having to skirt around the outside of those, taking the hammer ellipse. Curve number 2 coming in. Allium.
I think Captain Fabulous is setting up for a double Viper attack. We don't want to see him get to the front. There he goes. He's going to the front with the double Vipers. Will Monty take a hit? He will not. He doesn't get a chance. Monty takes game 5, yes, of this best of 7. So we need... if he wins this, it's he wins. So we'll see.
I've no idea what kind of prize or trophy or goodies that Monty or Captain will win should they come out on top of this best of 7. But at the moment, if Monty wins these next 2 rounds, he will be proclaimed ultimate champion.
Do you need to remember, though, that both of these players are members of the FAB organization, and that means that if one of them wins, both of them have won, actually.
That's very true. I never thought of that. So if Monty wins, Captain Fabulous can technically also claim a win as the leader of that evil organization. And one of the things you don't really want to do with Captain Fabulous, as Allium has said many times, is let him get to the front of the podium, because he just swings his arms windmill style. And because of the reach of those extra long, gangly arms, he can just put the Viper right into the podium of his opponent. And the less distance that bullet has to travel, the less time you've got to dodge. So here we've got Monty drop blocking the Viper Ellipse that came into him. He's launched his nade in the air. There's that beam cage taking up space on Captain's platform, and Captain eats a cheese ball there, taking 10 damage. Monty then launches the hammer ellipse. 3 shots in that 6-second weapon.
One of the things I really enjoy about playing Monty Ban in Q is he always takes a bit unconventional loadout. And as we can see here, he's taken the 3-beam lance nade, which nobody else uses. Everybody uses the damage lance. So a lot of respect to Monty for using the unconventional lance nade. Just like a lot of respect for Captain Fabulous for using Nova Hurricane, which also nobody else uses. This is fun to see. It's fun to see some of the less common weapons in use here.
Indeed, indeed. And both players are using them in very, very clever ways that makes you wonder, why aren't they used more in the queue? But as I say that, Captain Fabulous has just taken 10 damage from a cheese ball there at 50% health. This is going to go Monty's way. We are now potentially 1 round away from crowning a Blaston champion at VR Meet 2024. Will that person be Monty? Or will Captain Fabulous come back? Let's find out. Oh, damage there for Captain Fabulous. Monty getting out of the way of that Viper Ellipse and the curvy loomer. Monty launches his hammer ellipse, wave 1. Allium, which way do you think it's going to go?
I think Monty is in his flow now. Just look at him. He's in the flow. He knows what he's doing. He's not gonna let Captain take this.
Here we go. Captain is down to 50% health, but Monty's not far behind him at 60% health.
I cursed it.
Yes, commentators curse. How dare you, Allium? Captain Fabulous will chide you later on. Here we've got projectiles all over the screen. Monty's got some hurricanes on top of his head, but he moves to the back. Watch out for the Nova Hurricane, Monty. They do 20 damage. There's that tri-lance. It's a little bit weaker than a regular lance, but because there are 3 beams, the power has to be distributed between 3 of them. Captain Fabulous having to keep out of the way of that Bernie beam cage. He launches the Nova Hurricane forwards rather than up in the air, but scores a Viper hit and another Viper hit. Could Captain be bringing this back? Monty's having to bring out the shield. Monty's in the reds, and we know that in the red means nearly dead. Is that the last time I'll say that this evening? 30 seconds remaining. Captain Fabulous taking another 10 damage there, and he dies. Monty wins. Well done, Monty. Commiserations, Captain Fabulous. That's one of the best performances against Monty that I have seen in about 4 years. So, due respects to Mr. Captain Fabulous there. But round of applause continue for Monty. Fantastic effort. Well done. That was the end of the Blaston Championships at VR Meet. I'm now obliged to say that the other side of the arena has been set up for a photo shoot. So I think everyone's going to be asked to go over there and have a nice group photo taken. And thank you for watching Blaston. Appreciated. I've been Sonant Broom.
I've been Alliance Adam.
See you later. Adios.
The award ceremony is tomorrow. The award ceremony is tomorrow, by the way. Okay. Yeah. Because you were asking earlier, he's gonna get a trophy.